Okay, so as you saw by the preview, I'm going to be making a crochet flower bouquet for my friend's birthday, and then I'm also going to be finishing like one of my WIPS. I might finish two depending on if I ever get the other yarn and how I feel after I finish this project. But my goal is definitely to finish the bouquet and my first sweater, but I'm gonna start on my flower bouquet first. I want to just try a couple of flowers and see like how that's looking. And then I also have white yarn, so it's gonna be white and pink flowers, and then maybe like if I have like some reds or something, I might throw them in. And then this is my stem and leaf color. I'm just gonna get into it. Like I said, I'm probably gonna switch between making flowers and working on the sleeves of my sweater. So yeah. So funnily enough, I lost all the footage of me working on this sweater, but this is what it looked like before, and then the next clip is gonna be when it's finished. But yeah, I don't know where that footage went. Nice consolation on, and I've been blasting music for the past 2 hours. FYI. But I finished my sweater. I'm gonna steam it because I know it'll lay better. But for right now, I finished it. It's really cute and I like it. I was gonna make it a bouquet, but I think I'm gonna make it one really pretty stem. So we have this like this one, and then we have like this rose one, and then I'm gonna do a white rose and then a white version of this. And then the reason I decreased, because it was gonna be a full bouquet, but then I started making. Yeah, so I was watching all of this back and it didn't even make sense to me, so I know it probably didn't make sense to you. I'm basically just saying that I was gonna do way more flowers, and then I looked at that lily and saw how big it was and realized I didn't need to do as many as I thought I did. So I'm basically gonna just do less flowers and connect them all into one stem. That's literally it. Right now it looks kind of crazy. Also, I think it's crazy because I forget that I can read crochet like I forget that I can read patterns for stuff. So I wrote them down because I forgot that I could read them when I write them down, so I don't have to pull up the video every time. So you're probably watching this part and you're wondering like, this is really taking you a long time, and it was taking me a long time. I was really struggling to wrap the stems, make them look nice and neat and not all thick and chunky, and it wasn't really working for me. I know that there is a better way to wrap these stems and do it much faster, and I bet for somebody, wrapping the stems on their crochet bouquets is probably very peaceful and like the best part of the whole project. But for me, I was burning myself. I kept stabbing myself with a little wire. It was really a lot, and I don't know why it was so hard for me to do. This actually took me so long, to the point that I was wrapping stems up to like 5 minutes before I left to go give these to my friend for her birthday. I was really down to the wire, no pun intended, but I was really down to the wire making this bouquet, and it was really difficult for no reason. I probably would make these again, but next time I would definitely just take more time wrapping the stems, because like if you mess up one, you can't really undo it since it is a hot glue gun. That was my mistake. I wanted to go in all fast and just speed through the stems. I thought it was going to be a super quick part of my process, and then I would make a mistake, and then I try to undo the mistake, but since it's hot glue, it just gets all tacky and it's hard to take it off, and then you just start ripping stuff and then it looks like a hot mess. So if it looks a little weird and a little janky, like that's kind of why I was really struggling. But in the end, it looked good, I swear. I really had to work for it to all come together. Okay, so I finished my sweater last time, and now I'm gonna work on another sweater. Ignore my closet. And now we're gonna work on another sweater that I started 2 years ago when I first started crocheting, and I never ever finished. But I finally found a yarn that's similar enough to finish it, I think. I did 2 panels for that flower crochet top that like everybody was making at one point, and then I ended up trying to make it again a couple of months later, and I made this one, and I wear it all the time. This one, as you can see, much thicker, and if I made sleeves out of it, they would have been so dense and like puffy. I have this pink big twist yarn that I think I'm gonna do for sleeves, and just finish sleeves regularly and then have body panels. So. I don't know how much space I have on my phone because my camera's in the other room, but I finished my sleeve panel, and then I also finished the second one. As you see, the color changes. I actually had to go back to my original yarn, which is, it looks like this. This is the original yarn I used for the body panels, and I had to use that because I ran out of the thinner yarn, but it's fine. And now I'm gonna stitch it all together, and that'll be my final piece for this, finishing like my WIPS. I have one more WIP that I want to finish, but I want to make it a tube top and a matching pair of shorts, and that is not getting done by today. I have other things I need to do today, so that'll be my final piece for this video, is this sweater. I also do kind of forget how I'm supposed to put this together. Yeah, just give me a second. This is really gonna take me a minute. I'm trying to think, how am I supposed to put these pieces together? It's been a while since I've made this specific sweater, so I have 16 divided by 2. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I finished my sweater. It looks like this, and it has really long sleeves. I don't know if I'm gonna trim those and stitch them back like and make them shorter, or I'm just gonna leave them long. No clue yet. I don't know. It depends on how it falls. There's a lot of background noise, just ignoring. It depends on how it falls when it's steamed, and then we'll see what we want to do. But so I'm gonna let the shower air steam it out a little bit, and then I might do like the hot water and stretch it. So we're gonna try a couple of methods to loosen her up, because that yarn is so stiff. Like that was the reason why I didn't finish this project. So if I can get it to be looser, then it'll be great. Here is my sweater all complete. I had to cut the sleeves. I had to take out some of the hems, like on my I had to take out some of the stitches on my sleeves, like on my shoulder bit, so it could be more off the shoulder and like not so like stiff. Since this fabric already was so stiff, I had to give it some more loose appearance. Here's what it looks like all done. I really like it. It was a lot of work. It took me 2 years for a good reason. Now if I did this sweater again and I was like intentionally making it to look just like this, it would take me 3 days max with my schedule. Like low-key, I think I kind of saved it because as you know, we were starting with just 2 panels and they had been sitting in my crochet box for like I said, 2 years. So really saved this piece from becoming like a pillowcase or like a really bad tote bag. I'm glad I made it into a sweater. I'm glad I was able to work with it and stick with it and not get rid of it after 2 years. So yeah, here's the sweater. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.